The weapon used in the Orlando shootings is at once one of the most popular and most reviled weapons in America, the AR 15, the civilian version of the U.S. military's standard issue rifle. John Yang has a closer look.
The NRA says it's America's most popular rifle, used legally and safely by millions of people. A lawyer for victims' families says it's the gold standard for mass murder of innocent civilians. The AR-15 has been used in some of the nation's worst mass shootings: at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, an Oregon Community College, and now an Orlando gay club. To learn more about the rifle, its popularity among gun enthusiasts, and its place in American culture, we went to a Northern Virginia gun range to speak with former Deputy Assistant Defense Secretary Philip Carter, himself a gun owner, who knows the AR-15 well from his service as an Army officer. Why is this weapon so popular?
So the AR-15 is America's rifle because it's what America's military carries. It's modeled on the M16 that's been carried by America's Army and America's Marine Corps and the rest of our services since Vietnam. Today, roughly 20,000 troops carry a similar rifle in Iraq and Afghanistan, and even those who don't serve feel that they're part of that effort when they carry the AR-15.
I've read that the recoil is a bit gentler than some other rifles.
So the recoil on the M16 or the AR-15 is designed to be light so that you can keep it on target and continue to shoot bullet after bullet after bullet. It's by design. There's a massive spring here in the stock that absorbs quite a bit of the recoil. There's also, by design, a gas system that takes a lot of the gas from the firing of each bullet and evaporates it so that when each bullet is fired, that gas and that recoil isn't coming back in the shoulder each time, but it's exiting the rifle in a more constructive manner.
And that feature would also allow a shooter to keep steady.
It's a military rifle. It's designed to deliver masses of bullets to a very specific target over time. This is a weapon designed to kill in mass quantities. It's a military weapon.
So this is essentially a civilian version, you said, of the M4 and the M16.
Yeah, this is very much like a civilian version of a Humvee or a civilian version of some other type of military gear. There are some modifications to this that have been made to make it a civilian variant. What's different on the civilian versions is it only allows semi-automatic fire. So you flip this to fire and it allows you to shoot one shot at a time. The military versions would allow you to switch to semi-automatic and then once more, either for 3-round burst or for fully automatic if you're shooting an older variant of the M16.
Fully automatic meaning?
You squeeze the trigger and the weapon keeps firing until the magazine runs dry. Your ability to put bullets down range with this weapon is limited mostly by your ability to reload it. And the magazine for this rifle looks like this. This is a 30-round magazine that carries 30 bullets of the 5.56 millimeter variety. And it goes into the magazine well right here. It's very easy to reload. It's very easy to get more ammunition in there and continue to shoot at your target. The ammunition for the M16 or the AR-15 is a 5.56 millimeter bullet. It's a very small and very fast bullet that does a lot of tissue damage when it hits a person. So just the tip here is the bullet. It's roughly the size of your pinky tip, but it's propelled forward by a massive cartridge of powder that shoots this at a very high velocity, creating a bullet that can punch through targets, whether they're human or otherwise, with a great deal of lethality and power. The other thing about this bullet is because it's so small and moves so fast, it tends to tumble or become volatile when it hits a person. And so it tends to create very large wounds and very difficult to treat wounds. Again, it's a military weapon. It's not designed for hunting where you might want to preserve the meat so that you can eat it. It's designed to wound or kill soldiers in combat.
There are hundreds of companies in the United States that make versions of the AR-15. The NRA says the weapon can be used not only for hunting, but for sport shooting and self-defense. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Yang.